What's going on, everybody? You already know what time it is, man. It's your motherfucking man, Big Oak, man. And look, man, I told y'all I was coming back on this shit, yo. And I'm here, man. I'm here doing what I love to do, man, because this is what I love to do, man. And I really hope y'all enjoying what I'm providing, man. It's just another side of what I do, man. And so, like I said, man, and today I got a very special guest, man. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, that I've been rocking with for a long time, man. Her husband, and they're very special people, you know. And so I just wanted to bring somebody into my circle, you know what I'm saying, so they can share their story with y'all this morning, man. And we're gonna have a real good time. And you know, I'm gonna share some things about myself and why I do what I do, man. But look, man, I ain't gonna keep her out of the circle too long. So look, I'm about to bring in, man. Her name is Miss Deb, man. So we about to come on in with this right here. What's going on, sis? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Hey, look, I've been wanting to do this right here ever since I got this thing, so let me do it right here. That's right. That's right. That's right. We got them sound effects. We got them sound effects. We got them sound effects. But look, man, like I said, man, thank you so much for joining me this morning. You know what I'm saying? This is my first show. Well, my first live show. You know, I've been doing my podcast thing for a minute, but yeah, this is my first live stream morning show. And like I said, I did this because, you know, I love inspiring people, and I'm always talking about my story and stuff. And I believe, you know what I'm saying, it's people such as yourself that also have an inspiring story, you know what I'm saying, that we can share with people and stuff, just to let them know that it's not easy. Because if it was easy, everybody have six packs, you know what I'm saying? We all be in shape. But it ain't easy. You know, you got to get up every day, and you know, you got to get to it in order to do it. And so yeah, man. And like I told you, you know, I came prepared. I got my notes, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to be in misforming the people this morning, you know. So yeah, I took me some notes. But this morning, man, you know, before we get started, you know, I want to let my Atlanta people know what time it is with this weather. Because if you like myself and yourself, you know that pollen will have you fucked up out here.
It really will. It really will. Waking up with snot and sneezing.
Man,
it's bad out here.
I'm telling you, you got to have that clarity. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that clarity. Hey, I'm telling you, man. But yeah, man. So let me get into it, man. So look, if y'all gonna be in the Atlanta area, or if y'all live in the Atlanta area, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be in the mid 60s today. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be too bad, but it ain't gonna help us with that pollen. That's all I know is this right here. And then tomorrow, it's gonna be in the high 80s. I say about 83. So you know, give you sunshine back, but that ain't gonna last though, because it's gonna rain tomorrow night all the way into Wednesday. So yeah, if you live in Atlanta, you know how the weather is, man. It be raining, hot, cold, all in one day. All in one day. You could wake up, you know what I'm saying? Think you got that sun out, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna have a great day today, and then at 12 o'clock it's raining. Then it's cold as hell at night. Man, but yeah, this Atlanta, man. So you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have fucked up weather, and you're gonna have some fucked up traffic to deal with if you stay in Atlanta. So
the traffic.
If you stay anyway in 285, I-20, 75. Hey, I'm telling you. But yeah, sis, you know, like I said, man, we're gonna have a good time. But hey, you watch sports?
You know, I'll catch like basketball clips, but I don't really I don't really watch them like that.
Okay. Well, look, we got March Madness going on in the men's and women's, and the men's Final Four all stage done been set. We got NC State gonna be playing Purdue. Yeah, so we got that. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Raleigh. That's right. That's
You
right.
know?
You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah.
Fayetteville.
Oh, Fayetteville. Okay, that's right. That's right. Well, you know, I'm from North Carolina, so you know North Carolina in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hey, I don't give a damn about NC State. I'm a Tar Heel. You know, I'm a Tar Heel.
Okay.
We lost, so you know I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But for the people that made it to the Final Four, we got NC State playing Purdue. Then we got UConn playing Alabama. Now UConn was the national champs from last year.
Okay.
Yeah. So they made it back to the Final Four. But look, NC State, the number 11 seed, they wasn't even supposed to be here. But what happened is that they won the ACC tournament, and that's how they got into this tournament. Okay. And then they won every game. They don't knock out number 1 seed. So they was based. I think they won like 11 games, 12 games, like win the thing. You know they've been So yeah, they played number 1 Purdue tonight. Yeah. So you got Burns against Eddie. Eddie, that's his name, the big guy for NC State. And then, like I said, but look, it's all about the women today. And that's how I should have started. So pardon me, ladies, for for not doing my part in this. But look, we got a showdown though. We got Caitlin Clark, the girl from Iowa, that broke all the basketball records. Everybody talking about Gatorade commercials. Ice Cube offered her $5 million to play in the Big Three. They only made in the WNBA. They only made $250,000 a year.
Really?
Yeah.
And she got $5 million?
And Ice Cube offered her $5 million just to play 10 games on the weekend.
Oh man.
Yeah. But this is the thing I say about that, right? A lot of people be like, oh yeah, man, that's what's up. But see, it might be good for the moment, but it may not be good for the overall career. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, if it's just about the moment, then people take it. But if it's about your career, then you will be like, cool. But what you will do is use this as a leverage, right? Because now you saying, look, hold up. Somebody just offered me $5 million to do this. So, hey, y'all gonna have to pay the bag.
Yep.
You can add that to your resume. You know what I'm saying? You can say like what you do, right? You can be like, hey, was it Betty Crocker? She offered me $5 million for my recipe. Hey, you gonna have to come with it now.
Yeah. And that's what it's about. It's about using those opportunities as leverage for the next one.
Exactly. It ain't always about taking the opportunity. It's about using some opportunities as leverage to take that to that. That's it, man. Look, free game, people. Look, it ain't come from me, it came from her. You just, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, for real. And so but that's what's going on. But anyway, with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, right? They played in the national title last year.
Okay. And
so the girl, Caitlin Clark, when she would hit the shots, she used to throw up the go sign like this.
Oh, okay. So now I know who you're talking about because I remember that.
Yeah. So when LSU played them in the national title and beat them, Angel Reese hit her back. So tonight is the rematch in the final. Yeah, the night they play at 7:15.
Okay.
It's going down. It's going down.
That's exciting. Now I want to watch it.
Look, listen.
Now I want to watch it.
You and all the kids to gather around to watch that.
Right.
Hey, look, I'm telling you, they've been selling out of these women's this year. Women's basketball is what it is. I watch more women's basketball this year than I have watched NBA games.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about like for real. And back to that point, they need to pay these women.
Oh yeah.
They need to pay these women what they worth. If you could pay, I ain't saying, look, we all know the NBA been around for years. So I'm not saying like, they should be getting LeBron their money. Right. Because we know it's a business. Oh, come on, man. It's a business, man. Yeah. And yeah, man. So that's how I feel about that.
I mean, more people watching it, more sponsors will get money, and then they'll be able to pay them more,
Yeah. But like I said, they can use Caitlin Clark as leverage, right?
Oh yeah.
So now somebody that's been in the WNBA for years and that's been dominating at a high level can say, look here, man, they just offer her this, and she just get, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They argument they would say, well, she got a bigger following and stuff like that, but at the same time, you can say, look at my track record. What you said, what you expected her to do, I'm already doing.
Yeah.
So it can work. Yeah, it can work out for everybody, man. Cheers to the wins. Oh, hey. Yes, sir. If y'all didn't know, I got me a little mix on here too, man. So yeah, but yeah, so That's what's going on in the weather, and that's what's going on in sports. Because we don't give a damn about none of that other shit, man. I ain't going. Like I tell y'all, people, look here. On my Good Morning News show, we ain't talking about nothing, inspiring, positive shit to help you. You know what I'm saying? And I just helped y'all. I just told you what the weather gonna be, and if you're a better, I told you what the game's gonna be. Hey, I ain't telling you who to bet on, because when you lose your money, don't be talking about big uncles on here giving out gambling. I don't gamble like that. But that's what's going on in the weather and the sports today. And like I said, man, look, we're gonna get right into this, man. I got a special guest on here. You know what I'm saying? Her name is Deb, man. Yo, I've been knowing her. That's how long. You know when the motherfucker be like, I've been knowing her. You know what I'm saying? You be going like you the first play. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing her a long time for real. I've been knowing her a long time. You know what I'm saying? And we can both speak this. We have seen each other grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, right? And I think that's what friendships are about.
Oh, yeah.
Friendships are about watching your friends grow. A lot of things, you know, happens in your friends' lives that, you know, you shouldn't always get involved in. Mm-hmm. But you can still watch them grow. Yeah. And then there's some things that go on in your friends' lives that you should be involved in, but you should just watch them grow. Everything ain't for you. That's what I'm saying, motherfucker. Yeah. Sometimes, you know, it ain't that people don't want to got them help you out. Sometimes, look, this is my dream. This is what I want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes to do what you want to do, man, you're going to have to talk to yourself the way you can't talk to your friends. Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes, you know, you start trying to do a business with your friend and, you know, you can't speak to them the way you would your business partner. Because you got to say, back up and think about, okay, this is my friend. I don't want to offend them, but I know they really ain't pulling it in. And, you know, so you have to think about all that stuff, man. But we talking about you and your journey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. First off, I want to give you the stage and the platform to give yourself to the world. You know what I'm saying? Let them know who you are, what you do, man. And then, you know, we're going to get into your story. So, hey, take it over, Miss Dale.
Okay, well, first, I want to thank you for having me on the show. Very honored and excited, especially to be your first guest. Yes, like you said, I mean, we've been friends. I mean, we've been knowing each other for a long time. So, I mean, to see you grow, right? From when we first met to now and seeing all the things that you've done and accomplished and even this year. I mean, this is really dope. So congratulations, first off.
Thank you.
Congratulations and thank you. And so my name is Devin. Got the nickname Dev over the years, so just kind of ran with it. So I am a now dessert caterer. Started off, you know, just doing stuff for friends and family over the years. And then I've just grown my business to become a dessert caterer, doing different events for different organizations, businesses, conferences, things like that. So also been married for April 8th is my anniversary. April 8th is my anniversary. It'll be 14 years now. A mom of 2 beautiful growing daughters. So yeah, all of my sister, daughter, all of that. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Hey, and we ain't even got into the part about how she became this great cook yet. And you see all that stuff she just talked about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what, you know, I talk about, you know what I'm saying, is like finding your personal happiness, right? Even when you got to do all those other things, you know, that make you happy. Mm-hmm. But having happiness is a different kind of happiness, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, that's what you have when the cakes ain't turning out right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Or when the kids ain't acting like they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Or the news you thought you was going to get didn't come in. You know, you still got me. Yeah. And when you know you got you, then you know you all you need to do what you want to do and you can do in your life. And if you don't know that, then look here, man, I'm telling y'all, this is where you need to be at, because I'm going to make you believe it, man. Well, I ain't going to make you believe shit, man. I'm going to tell you, I can't do nothing to change your motherfucking life, man. I can just talk this shit and give you some information that might can help you do what you need to do to change your own life, man. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm gonna give you the X, but I ain't chopping your motherfucking wood. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, sis, and that's why I'm like, man, it's so much more to you. And that's why I told you, like, yo, I want to have you on here, man. And I'm like, yo, I don't know how many people might come. You know, I just want to do this because I love to do it.
Yeah.
And if one person talk, one person call, that's who we talking to. We talking to these 4 people that's on here right now. So how y'all doing? Thank y'all. Welcome y'all to the show. Like I said, I got my special guests on here, and we're gonna entertain y'all, but at the same time, inspire y'all this morning to maybe want to get up and challenge yourself to do some things and be a better person. Or if you're a better person, be a better person. You know what I'm saying? And we got one right here with us today, and her name is Devin. So yeah, we want to get into this. Like I told you, man, I was like, yo, when I had you on here, I say, I'm just gonna ask you questions the way a person like I am, a friend that now got you down. I want to know, like, you know what I'm saying? So my thing, like I said, when you told me, I was like, okay, damn, she's an army brat. She a kid from the army, you know what I'm saying? So she done traveled, she done been in different places. So you had that experience. So as a kid, growing up out there with Midwest, whatever, Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma, yeah.
Right. I've been doing my research, man. I told you, got my shit here. But you got to make, I got to act like I ain't know that. You know what I'm saying? But I do that because I did. But yeah, so look, growing up there, right, as a kid, you the only child?
I am the middle of 3
You
girls.
real? Okay, so 3 girls. Okay, so it ain't no, see, I'm the middle of 2 girls.
You the middle child?
Yeah,
Listen, I knew there was something more as to why you put it.
yeah. It's always the middle one. The one they be like, is this motherfucker gonna make it or what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And they ought to be the healthiest one in the pack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so what was it like growing up? You know, being out like that. I guess it would be regular for you because you young, so it ain't like you have no expectations of life yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So what was it like?
So, you know, it's interesting when I tell people that I grew up in Oklahoma. You know, I guess a lot of people haven't traveled there, visited there. But I mean, it's, you know, it's I mean, life was life. You feel what I'm saying? Like we lived in a military town.
Okay.
But there's, you know, it's a lot of plains there, a lot of, you know, a lot of like cattle, a lot of like buffalo.
Yeah, a lot of shit.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, life was regular. Like I said, I mean, growing up military, I mean, we didn't have much.
Okay.
But one of the things growing up military was, I just got a real like firm foundation with family because we moved around a lot. It was like, for me, I felt like, you know, friends and, you know, outside people, they would come and go, but my family was always going to be there, you know, forever.
Okay.
But interestingly enough, one of the things, you know how you can go to different places and you try their food and eat different, you know, eat different things. One of the things that they eat in Oklahoma actually is buffalo.
Oh, now buffalo good.
You have buffalo, yeah.
Oh,
so
yes, I have.
Yep. So I have I used to eat like buffalo burgers and.
Oh, so, but see, you was getting that off the field, like that shit might have came
like,
right
field
off
right
that
over
field.
there. Like we just, it's right over there.
Yeah. Atlanta, we ain't got no buffalo run, so you know that's flown in or grown. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a grown in. You know, you can't tell these days they grow shit. You be like, where the fuck this motherfucker come from?
I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Yeah. So okay. So that's So So was it soul food going on? With no soul food? With like, you know, black folk, we gotta have some soul food. So was it anything like that?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have it. You know? But I mean, we didn't used to like eat out, you know, a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like my parents would have like different like parties and stuff, right? So I mean, my mom, you used to like barbecue a lot.
Okay.
We used to do a lot of barbecue, so I know that's there a lot. But like I said, we didn't like eat out a whole lot. So, but I'm sure there's a soul food scene there. You know?
Okay. Yeah. Well, shit, man. Yeah, damn. That's what's up. So how long was it before y'all? So how long did you stay? How long did you stay there?
So on and off, I would say like a total of maybe 13 years. But in that time, we did move around to other places. I did live in Tennessee for a little while, and I actually lived in Georgia for a little while. I lived in Tunnel Hill, Georgia.
Yeah. I know.
So I lived there for a little while, and like I said, lived in Tennessee for a while. But in between those times, we'd always move back to Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, shit. Damn, that what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how old were you when you moved to Fayetteville?
when I moved to Fayetteville, I was starting the 10th grade.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So that may have been, I don't know, 15 years old.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So we moved to my dad, he retired from the military, retired from
Uh-huh.
the, and then got a job or like a contract job in North Carolina. And so
Okay.
that was what inspired the move. But in what is it? In Oklahoma, they have junior high school. So I
Okay.
wasn't yet in high school. I know here high school
Yeah.
starts in ninth grade.
Okay.
But there I was just finishing middle school and then starting high school as a 10th grader here
Okay. Okay.
for
Oh,
North Carolina.
yeah. 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 So, all right. All right. So, when do you meet him?
So I met my boo thing. It was actually the year I graduated high school. So that the summer or maybe the fall after I graduated high school is when me and my husband met.
Okay.
Yep, we met at a church. He was the new drummer at the church. And I was feeling him, but he wasn't even really trying to like give me no attention and nothing. I was
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I had to make my move. You feel what I'm saying? Like he wasn't
Hey.
really,
Hey. 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 Look,
you
man.
know. So I
Hey.
just,
Look, man.
I had to go up to him. It was like, hey, because and it was funny too, because he'd always come in like with a book bag. And so I
Yeah.
thought he was in college. I'm thinking he's like over there doing homework or something. He over there writing songs and stuff in a
Yeah.
notebook.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm thinking he's
Yeah.
doing homework. But mind you, I just got out of high school.
Okay.
To be honest with you, I didn't have like big plans of going to college.
Yeah.
But that was my angle of how I was going to talk to him. I was like, because I thought he was in college. I was like, hey, you in school, like what college you go to, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how we started talking. So when we met, I was 18. I was 18 when we met.
Okay. 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 Yeah, I don't know if I hit my thing, but yeah. Okay. So all right. So at that time, what is Dan doing and what are you doing in y'all lives? Like when y'all meet, like let's say you say you would have where you just like.
What were we doing? Well, I was 18. I was working. I had two jobs at that time. I was actually working at Waffle House.
Okay.
And I also worked at a daycare.
Let me tell you something. Whenever you meet a person and they somewhere in their life they doing great, and they tell you they work at Waffle House, that's how far you know you have to go.
Hello? Yes.
Hey, look. Waffle House. Hey, and I know Waffle House food. But man, I can imagine what you have to put up in motherfucking Waffle House.
Man, Waffle House was wild. Waffle House was wild. Especially I did a period of time I was working third shift. So I was working night at Waffle House. Oh my God. The weekends and people coming in crazy, wanting to fight and drunk and
hey, but look, you added some of them skills to, so you like, okay, I done had people skills, but I'm saying, that's just like, man, but yeah, man, I'm telling you, hey, man, look, we got a Waffle House right across the street. I look out right there. Look, so when y'all get married, y'all get married when y'all in Fayetteville, right?
Yeah, we were in Fayetteville. I believe it was 22. I remember it was 22, 21 or 22 when I got married.
Okay. So when do y'all, what was the conversation like when he was like, hey, we're going down here to Atlanta. I'm ready. I got to really do this. I got to
let me tell you something. Let me tell you that it was not a conversation.
Oh, okay.
Listen. So we he's in it. Go ahead.
Hold on, just for disclaimer. My brother Dan. I ain't trying to start no shit in your house this morning. I'm trying to hear this story about how y'all got here in Atlanta. I'm gonna talk to you too later, but look, I know I gotta get his schedule. I gotta get the schedule right with Dan though.
Yeah.
So So okay. So what was that conversation not like then?
Okay. Right, because you saw me setting up for the story, like, okay, hold on, let me tell you.
Yeah.
So,
let me drink my coffee.
Also, for those who don't know, my husband is a music producer.
So good, great too, man.
at this point, he's playing at a church, right? So he's playing at a church. Things don't work out at the church, but at this time he had been traveling to and from Atlanta because he was working with a girl group here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So, things just kind of go left at the church that he's at, right? And so it was on a Sunday.
Okay.
And he was supposed to be coming to Atlanta anyway. But he was like, but I had never been. I had never been with him. But he was like, why don't you come, to Atlanta with me this time? I'm like, okay, bet. I got some time off. Like, that's cool. We can go. We can make it a family trip. We'll take our daughter and everything. So we come to Atlanta, and then that Tuesday, so we left on Sunday. That Tuesday, he said, hey, I don't think I want to go back to Fayetteville. And I was like, okay, so what's the plan? He was like, nah, I don't think, I don't want to go back. So in his mind, he was already set, I'm making, being a producer, being a music, this is what I want to do. And I know I need to be here in order to do it. So for me, I had to make a decision, okay, am I about to just stay here? Am I going to just stay here with him? Or am I going to try to make do a transition, go back but I was like, nah, that's my man. So we're going to figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been here ever since, but no, it was not a planned. All my stuff, all our stuff was still back home. We had to, figure that out, getting our stuff from there to here, but we just bounced.
Yeah.
We just made it happen.
So when I met y'all, was that the first place y'all stayed?
No, Jay, we lived in an extended stay.
Word.
For 8 months. We lived in an extended stay. You know where Atlantic Station is? Yeah. There's an extended stay when you come out of Atlantic Station and go, I think it's Northside Drive.
Okay.
So there's an extended stay over there. Right to the left of that extended stay is a liquor store.
Okay.
And across from that extended stay is a strip club called Sweet and Rich.
Yeah. Oh, we in Atlanta now.
Hello.
Yeah, you in Atlanta now. Had to close the window, man. The sun coming in now. Getting bright over here. But but you in Atlanta now. Hey, you said strip club. Welcome to Atlanta.
Right. And that was our introduction to Atlanta. But we was there for a good 8 months, just trying to figure it out. And we wanted to be in Atlanta because that's what we thought we needed to do, right? It was we need to be in there. He's out every night, trying to figure out the studio life and all this stuff. And then eventually our daughter she was turning 5. She was going to start school.
Okay.
And so the people that we had met here was telling us, hey, Gwinnett County, if you're looking for schools, y'all might need to move up to Gwinnett County. So then that's when we moved up to Norcross, and then that's when we met you. So we met you maybe a year after we had got here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, shit. That's what's up. That's what's up. So okay. So now people, I'm in their lives now.
Yeah.
And the first thing I ever tasted was the red velvet cupcake.
Yeah.
Man, I had to go meet this woman. I told her husband, I said, man, hey man. So I finally met you, man. That was the first time I had, you had your daughter.
Yeah.
And you just at the house making cakes and take care of the family.
Yeah.
And I remember Dan was and I ain't gonna tell too much of his story because man, I want her to share his story. That's another one. He was doing this thing at the church. I remember every Sunday he hit y'all. We see you when we get after church. And but yeah, man, and I remember, like I said, you doing that, you making the cake stuff, and I remember when you came up with the cookie idea.
Yes.
The first thing was the cookies. That was first. What was the motivation, right? Okay, so now you in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Dan doing this thing. You know, you at the house. You know, I know you like, man. I got to find. I got something. I got to do something. Something I got to be doing, right? Because you know, living in the city, you ain't at home. You know, you ain't around your family. It ain't like you got a sister, a mate,
Right.
people you can just go to and hang. So at some point, you like, fuck this. So what was that moment? What was that moment like, right?
Yeah.
And what where did the idea come from? What was the moment like? What was the moment you was like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first going back to the cupcakes.
Okay.
I had started my little like side hustle, and I named it Cakes Plus, and I did that for a little while. And at that time, I don't feel like I was the mentality of entrepreneurship. It wasn't all the way there. So as soon as I hit like a rough patch and people, you know, it was like, oh, well, people kind of stopped buying, or I wasn't like expanding the, you know, clientele or whatever. I was just like, okay, well, I guess this isn't for me. So I stopped doing that. Some time goes on, and I'm having like these odd end jobs, you know, nothing that's like not a career.
Yeah,
nothing sticking. I don't like anything. But I see my husband, and he's just like, trajectory is just going up and up and up. And of course, I'm excited for him. I'm happy for him. As an individual, though, it was just kind of like, okay, but I didn't feel like I had anything of my own. I was very supportive in what he was doing, but I didn't feel like I had anything. And we had become vegan. And so
I remember that journey.
Yeah, so we had become vegan. Yes.
Yeah, but we shared ideas.
Yes.
Hey, hey, look, those motherfucking sodium ass. Remember the what was the Morning Stars and the shit like that.
The processed meats and stuff.
Man, that sodium filled shit. I'm like, yo, we get rid of meat. We got them in salt, diabetic, Dr. Muff over here.
For real.
Yeah.
For real. And people don't talk about that enough, I don't feel like.
Yeah,
when
man.
People decide to go vegan and then they eat all this processed and, you know, soy heavy stuff, like you said, the salt. And you can really end up getting sick, you know, doing that. Eating the wrong way. But we had become vegan, and I like sweets. I like dessert, and I couldn't. They do great with it now, but back when we became vegan, I couldn't find like sweets that didn't taste like healthy.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted something that still tasted like what I was used to. So I was like, okay, well, let me figure out, you know, something sweet. So I tried different things. I tried, you know, like cupcakes and like cake and stuff like that. But at that time, I couldn't get it right. But I landed on cookies.
Yeah.
I landed on a solid, like, vegan cookie recipe, and then I would just kind of, you know, do different what is it? Like different little toppings inside of it. Yeah, different variations of it. And then so the cookies became a thing.
Yeah, for real.
Cookies became a thing. And it was called And They're Vegan.
Yeah.
And I came up with the name because when I would test them on people and people would eat them and like, oh, these cookies are so good, I would always say, yo, and they're vegan.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, oh my God, they're vegan. And so then like the And They're Vegan thing just kind of stuck. That one went. I had those cookies in a restaurant in Atlanta. I was shipping them all over the United States.
Yeah.
It
glad to introduce you to my man Zach.
Hey.
Remember?
That's right. He has the restaurant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. Zach was cool.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cookies really. They became a thing, and they kind of like
morphed into something else, right?
Yeah, and just motivated me to like, yo, I really can. Like, people like it. I was learning so much about business. There was a lot of trial and error in that phase, but yeah, that was an exciting time.
And I think, man, you know, and that's something I was talking to you about, you know, the other day when I was like, I want you to be on the short stuff, and I was like, that part of this is just to show people is like, until you have a true love for doing something that you want to do,
Yeah.
chances are you won't follow through, and it won't be because you won't follow through. It's gonna be because, and when you love something, I was telling you about, like when you really love something, you constantly trying to figure out how can I make this what I love better,
Yep.
right? But see, at one point you loved it, but not so much that as much as you loved the approval of opinions of what people thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
So if people opinions and thoughts didn't match with what you be like, oh fuck it. And that's what and that's one thing I share with people, sis, is like, you have to do something because you want to do it.
Yep.
That's why, like when I told you straight up, I'm like, yo, man, hey, this is my first show. I thank you for being on it. Hey, it may not be nobody on this motherfucker but me and you, but yo, this is a conversation me and you having about your story, your journey, and it's information that I didn't have that I have now. And if people want to be on here to watch it, they can. I don't give a fuck, man, because honestly, I'm the one paying for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nobody that's saying, hey, you need to meet these numbers and you need to be doing it this long, to have these type of people on here in order to get these type of views.
Mm-hmm.
Man, look, it's organic, man. I'm talking, you ain't got to be famous, you just got to be honest. Because guess what? You are famous. You know what I'm saying? You famous to your children, you famous to your husband, you famous to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's important. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that.
That's what's important, and that's what matters. I think a lot of people get caught up in, like you said, the opinions and thoughts of other people, and those people don't matter in your life. It's really about your family, your close friends, the people that you're doing life with. That's what matters. The people that know you.
And then outside of people that know you, when it really I don't know, I hate my thing. But yeah, I'll say outside of the people that know us, you know what I'm saying? It's really if you ain't cut me a check, motherfucker, I don't give a damn anyway. Now it might matter. Now that's what it man. And nigga said, look, man, hey, we ain't gonna give these goddamn but you got, I'm like, okay, now that matter. But just somebody who ain't, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get into that because we don't talk about people on here. We talk and lift up people, but y'all know who we talk about. But yeah. So okay, so now you and this is what I always say. That first, you get that first spark. Mm-hmm. You get that first spark, right? And you like, okay, I got it now. It's about what? It's about being consistent.
Yep.
It's about being consistent.
Yeah.
So when you were seeing Dan going like this, you ain't think about when it was like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just now. You know what I'm saying? You ain't thinking about like the 8 month. The step up, baby. We ain't going back home.
Yeah.
Like the guy. Hey, look, like the guy in like the UFC Harlem Nights. When the white guy say, baby, I ain't coming home. I done found sunshine. Hey, that can't, baby. We ain't going back to North Carolina. I done found sunshine. It's called this music industry. Okay, and so now you get your moment, right? So now you start the whoop. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, how do you start to change from the cookie thing working, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's stuck. You got the name, you got the badge. Boom. They at my wedding. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And cookie gifts for everybody at the wedding. And so you know we here. So, what was the motivation for the transitioning into what you do now?
So, Jay, I don't think you know this. Things were going really good with the cookie business. Mm-hmm. And then life happened, man. This just
always
right. And it was just so heavy at a point in life that I felt like I needed to refocus. Like I just needed to refocus on my family, my marriage. Me and Daniel, we was divorce was knocking on the door, bro. Like it was, we had both decided like, hey, maybe we got married too young. Like maybe we're not the person for each other. Maybe, I really believe at that time it was both of our careers or businesses was going up, and we just stopped focusing on each other. we stopped focusing on our marriage. And so we both decided, all right, we're gonna take a step back. Not to say that there aren't people that can do both, right? Like you can,
Yeah.
but just at the time we didn't have that balance. We were very young minded. We were very into our careers that it was just like, I mean, we just put each other on the back burner.
Yeah.
And so we just decided for our marriage and for our family, um, we just took a break. We took a break from
Yeah.
everything. We took a break
Yeah.
from social media, um,
Hey, let me
from
share something.
paint.
Let me share
Yeah,
something with you that you didn't know. Let me
what?
share something that you didn't know. Uh, your husband had called me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Dan had
Really?
called me, man. Dan had called me, and he told me he was like, man, I'm going to, I think I'm gonna lose my weight. And we had a little short, brief conversation. You know what I'm saying? But I remember he called me. Me and Dan, I'm telling you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know he do his thing busy. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I can say like we had talked, and you know what I'm saying, and that now, me, I'm gonna say fight,
Yeah.
right? Fight, don't flight. Hey, and what I say about that is this right here, right? And this is what I tell people is right. Whenever you decide
Mm-hmm.
to take on any new responsibilities in your life that you know you're gonna be taking on long term,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to think about, you know what I'm saying? You have to think about what it takes to take on that responsibility, right? So, you know, it costs more to stay in one place than it do to move on, right? So when you start taking on these, when you start saying, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, right? You started to understand the type of person you was gonna have to become in order to do that, right? And the
Yeah.
type of person you was gonna have to become was the type of person your husband already was.
Yeah.
The problem was your husband wasn't used to having you being that type of person.
Oh yeah.
And so because of that, you know what I'm saying, we support each other, but I still need the wife. And you like, look, I still need the husband.
Yeah.
And it's like the torn of the two, right? And this is why I say people don't realize in order to become successful, you have to sacrifice love sometimes.
Which is crazy.
Hey, look,
You know?
this is what I'm saying. But you don't have to sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? When I say that, you have to sacrifice the people you love,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
not loves. I've been saying that you have to sacrifice the people you love to become great at whatever you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have to be able to find that line between what you're doing and who you are.
Yeah. And the
Right?
thing is, it's like when we came to that point, realizing that, right? Like if you want a certain type of success, if you want to go a certain, then, that's what I said. Like we just decided if we can't get this type of success and still be connected with each other, then that kind of success, we'll sacrifice that.
Yeah,
Instead of sacrificing you feel what I'm saying? Like the
yeah,
love, or instead of sacrificing each other, instead of
yeah,
sacrificing our relationship. So we
yeah,
did have to go on this journey. I mean, like we went through like a year and a half of counseling and just learning. It was kind of like learning each other all over again, you know?
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you too. And me, I told you what you had to learn. I have to start to add. I need different characters, different characteristics about myself
Mm-hmm.
that can allow me to deal with being this and doing this, because I don't have that type of character, right?
Yeah.
And so because of that, I can't make those type of decisions that's going to allow me to be able to say, okay, no, I need to focus on my family right now. No,
Yeah.
I need to focus on my cooking right now. So right, having that understanding, that's why I say, man, it's like who you become is determines on where you go at in life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
whoever you choose to become in those moments, right? So like say like in that moment when you and your husband, Dan, my bro, was going through that moment, y'all
Mhm.
had to choose to be better in order to make this situation better, right? So now that y'all did that, y'all are better. And so
Yeah.
because y'all are better, everything else ain't got no choice but to get better.
Yep.
You ain't got no
Yeah.
choice. So, like being able to share this story, right? Being able to feel confident and comfortable enough to know that we ain't there no more, baby. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So don't try to put, you know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, man. So I thank you for sharing that part right there. So yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, I ain't want, like I say, I ain't want to interrupt. So yeah, because I know this your moment, man. And I want you to share it. So you're going through that moment, but yet still, okay, we finna go off and we finna do this. So y'all come out of this, right? So now
Yes.
y'all out of that moment, right? And y'all back. We back. Boom.
Yeah.
Baby, do you. I'm gonna do me. Kids, hold on, we going somewhere.
Yep. We
So
going.
so where we at now?
So things are a lot better. Things are a lot better in our marriage. And but here I am again. And
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm not getting so sucked back in, or not so sucked back in, but so so focused on my relationship that I lose my individuality, that I
Okay.
lose myself. So I'm like, I still need to make sure that I have something that I'm happy as an individual, because I know sometimes people be like, you're whoever you're with should make you happy, and this is, but I
Yeah.
really believe in. I mean, we both believe we got to be
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
individuals,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and depend on
Yeah.
ourselves for our own happiness.
Yeah.
And when we
Yeah.
come together, it just makes it that much better.
Yeah. Yeah. Like sugar makes shit sweeter. But if it ain't sweet before the sugar get there, it is gonna be bland. You know, like you got to be happy on, like like I tell my wife, I can only make you happier. I can't
Right.
make you happy.
I can't make you happy.
No,
I
I
can't
can't
make you
make you
happy.
happy.
So, my husband, he pops back in, he gets going back in his career, right? And things are, I mean, it's like it's things have always been great for him in his career, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and I'm like, okay, I need to make sure that me as an individual,
Yeah.
I've got my thing going on. So now the cookies are done. I just dissolved that business.
Okay.
Um, but I had a friend that called me, and she was a caterer. Um,
Okay.
and she said, "Hey, do you still do cakes, and do you still do desserts?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Of course, I still do it." But she's asking like about like wedding cakes and stuff like that, and I'm like, I I I had never done like a big extravagant wedding cake, but I was like, "Girl, yeah, like I got
Yeah.
you." And so she starts calling me for different things that she's doing.
Okay.
Asking me, can I come, do this dessert? Can I do a cake for this? Can I do it? So I'm like, okay, this is cool. So then I just started to make a plan from there. I
Okay.
started to make a plan like, okay, I can now become a someone who's doing events. I want to
Yeah.
be an event dessert caterer.
Okay.
So I make a plan to say, okay, I'm going to do wedding cakes and stuff like that. And then it evolved from wedding cakes to say, okay, I want to do dessert tables. So like if you've ever
Okay.
been to an event and there was a cake at a table and there was a whole spread of desserts.
Uh-huh.
So in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's where the money's at. Like the money is in,
And doing desserts.
doing all the desserts. So, I'm doing that, and I'm doing it for a while. And my plan was, if I have one caterer, that's great. But what if I had three caterers? What if I had three
Okay.
people calling me for their events? Okay, now I have three. What if I had seven? So I'm
Yeah.
trying to build my caterer, connection.
Okay.
And then one day, um, it was just like, for a period of time, it was like maybe they just like stopped calling. And I'm like, what's going on? But so then I'm learning, okay, there's seasons in events.
Okay. Yeah.
There's seasons in events. So then I said, I want to do bigger than this. Like I want to do bigger than a wedding. I want to make it so I have an event or something that I'm doing that's so big that I have to hire people to help me.
Okay.
Because doing it myself, I mean, it's cool, but in order to grow, it's like I would need to be doing things that are big enough where I had to hire people to help me.
Well, you gotta hire exactly.
So I end up, and it's funny too, because I didn't put a lot of energy into that. I just wanted to do it. And I knew there was something I wanted to do, but I didn't necessarily
Okay.
know. But I get a call or email
Okay.
from a lady at a church. and she asked me. She said that she was at an event and she had some like cupcakes or cake or something that I did for the event, and she
Okay.
asked. She said, "Is your business able to do individually packaged um, cookie mix?" So now we're like back to cookies. So it's
Okay.
like come full circle, but it's just cookie mix. She said if the idea is it's for married couples, it's for
Okay.
like a little date night thing where they can take this pack of cookie mix home and make cookies together. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do that. That sounds cool. I said, well, how many are we talking about? And she said, okay, well, we actually need 1,200 of them. And I was like, oh,
1,200 things of cookie dough.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, and of course I told her yes without
Yeah.
actually knowing if I could do it.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh no, we can figure it out though.
Okay.
We're gonna figure it out. And so that became the start of doing bigger events to where, okay, now I'm making thousands and thousands of, one thing, and I'm servicing them, like I said, to conferences, um, just to bigger scaled events. So
Okay.
that is where I'm at currently in my business. So I definitely still do weddings. Definitely still do, cakes for smaller events or like corporate events or whatever like that. But
Yeah.
and dessert tables and stuff. I still do all of that. But the bigger thing, and what I wanted to get to and what I've scaled the business to is
Okay.
to doing those multi-thousand dessert events. That's always
Okay.
fun.
So let me ask you this right here. So
Mhm.
when the lady came and asked you about doing the cookie dough thing, like just doing the cookie thing, like was your mind like, oh Lord, here we go back to these cookies? Or were you like excited, like, oh man, like, did you feel like, hold up, cookie dough? You made it like, was you like cookie dough? Like,
So, I mean, I was excited. I was excited because it was going to be a challenge, because I was used to doing cookies, but like the final product to you is the cookie.
is the
But
cookie?
the final product that I was making was the cookie mix in a bag where I had to, create the design for the sticker. Like now it was like the challenge was the business isn't just I'm baking a cookie.
Yeah.
The business now is like, okay, logistics,
Yeah.
managing your budget,
Yeah.
vendor relationships,
Yeah.
hiring a team.
Yeah.
I was like, this is, I mean, it's growing. Like it's expanding my business savviness, my business education. Like it's expanding all that. So I wasn't necessarily caught up on what the product was,
Okay.
opposed to what the product was going to teach me in my business.
Bam. Hey,
Yeah.
look, and see that's why I asked you that question, right? Was because this is when love evolves, right? This is when the love, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this a dance, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't just a one step thing. It's like this a dance. And so that's why I say, and that's why I say that's what loving something is, right? It's like when you truly love something, all you want to do is make it better, man. Right?
Yeah.
So like listening to your story and the things you talk about, right? You talk about those moments of triumph, or when you and your husband and y'all have created this family, and you being here in Atlanta for this time, and now y'all having that moment of, can we still make it? You know what I'm saying? Have we, you start to question those things, right? And you start to realize that those other things don't really mean as much as this right here.
Yeah.
Right? Because no matter how bad you might have a day cooking or baking or trying to come up with a recipe, it ain't gonna affect your marriage, right? But how you be a mother. But having something go wrong in your marriage or with your children will affect all that shit.
Affect everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's how it is, right? And so that's why I tell people, like check this out, bro. Like, this life, man. And like in life, things gonna happen and things ain't gonna happen. And it may not even be your fault for either one. It may not be your fault that some things happen to you. It may not be your fault that some things don't happen to you. But things are gonna happen. But what must happen, sis, is that you have to always be doing what's right, no matter
Yeah.
what's happening. No matter what's happening, right? Because as long as
Yeah.
you're doing what's right, then eventually something right will happen for you.
That's true.
It may not happen immediately. It may not be right in the moment when you decide to be this person that's gonna bake cookies, but it's gonna be that moment when you decide not to give up being that person that's gonna bake these
Mhm.
cookies, right? And because of that, you found this love because you was able to see like, damn, that's all I got to do is get up every day and bake cookies. Something I love to do, and I can be better.
Yeah.
I learn more. You mean I won't just keep baking the same cookie? I start learning the different recipes. Hold up, you mean I start learning how to, like put these in a bag and turn it into a product that I can make profit from, that it can support me and my family at some point in my life? You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, you mean I can goddamn turn into a marketing person? I can learn how to market my own shit where I ain't got to go pay a multi-million-dollar team or try to do this stuff. I don't have to wait till I'm a millionaire to push these ideas out here,
Yeah.
right? That's just like what I do, right? I was the same thing. I was just talking on the put my phone there, talk on that motherfucker, get on the tripod. I thought that was like the biggest thing in the world.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I can imagine, right? When you doing your thing, you thinking like that first cookie was the biggest thing in the world in that pack
Oh
because that was
yeah.
something you did.
Yeah.
That was something you did, man. And so,
Yeah.
like I said, man, like that's why I wanted to have you on here because, like I said, I don't care about, like I said, the view shit and all that. I care about that once somebody start paying me to do this shit. But then
Yeah.
I know, hey, I need to get these views. But until then, man, look, and I ain't gonna let nobody pay me to do nothing. Now, if you want to come on and put some promotion into this motherfucker, hey, let's rock. But
Yeah.
yeah, I ain't let nobody change the course of what I'm doing because I just want to have people like you, yourself, your husband, and other people on, man, to share their stories and let people know that, hey, out of all that stuff we talked about, all we talked about was you, man.
Yeah.
All we talked about was you. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But it felt like we talked about so much more because
Yeah.
you are. You know what I'm saying? And anybody, come on, you are more than your story. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Because you are the writer, you the director. So you gonna dictate like who the next person you add into your movie and what's the next product you add into this motherfucker. But man, just I just like I said, I just wanted to do this because I just want to have a place, man. Like I said, on Monday mornings, we got a place to come to in the morning and laugh. Hey, might shed a tear, goddamn, but hey, we gonna have a good time, and we gonna be honest. We gonna goddamn. We gonna do what we do. Cause look, like I said, man, shit, we ain't got all day to be sitting on this motherfucker. Shit, you gotta go. Hey, look, what you say? You got some orders to do.
Now.
Yeah, you got some goddamn orders to do. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
sis, I thank you. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For this moment. And look, and when we get, hey, look, when we and check this out. When this motherfucker do start getting to where this motherfucker 200, 300, 400 people on this motherfucker, 1,000. Hey, look, I'm bringing you right back to this motherfucker.
Yes,
We're gonna
bring me
rewind
back.
it. Hey, we're gonna rewind this same thing, and we're gonna do the same thing over again. But this is my first cookie. The first cookie I made right now is chocolate chip. You know what I'm saying? Vegan. The vegan chocolate chips. You know what I mean? Hey, that's that one I made today, man. And that's what this about. You know what I'm saying? The finished product. Even though the product ain't finished, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I did it, man. Like word. I was like, that's not. I was thinking like, damn, man. I get on here, man. I'm like, But I enjoyed this. Like I said, man, and I enjoy this, man. Like you do when you in that kitchen by yourself before somebody even take the cookie or the cake or whatever. You just enjoy that part of it, and then putting it in their hands and seeing how they face light up when they see it. And that's what this show about, right? I enjoy putting it together, but I enjoy seeing people's faces and people comments later on, like, bro, what the whoop. And like I said, it's gonna catch, man, because I ain't gonna stop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I ain't gonna stop. So look, before we go, man, one more time, just let people know where they can catch you at. Hey, I'm gonna put the link back up. Like I said, I'm gonna put some more stuff back up. But like let the people know like where they can catch you at and how to get with you, you know what I'm saying? And it's on you again.
It's on me again. So you can find me on Instagram. My tag is Baking with Dev. You can find me on Instagram. That's my only social media, actually.
Okay.
And then of course, for ordering purposes, my website is devscakesandbakes.com. But I'm not too bougie. You can order with me on Instagram too. So you ain't got to, go
Yeah,
through
for
all the
sure.
formalities. But that's where you can find me at Instagram at Baking with Dev.
Yeah, and hey, look, like I said, I'm gonna repost it today. I'm gonna post all your stuff, all your information, man, on my page, so people can go lock in, man, and check you out. But like I said, I thank you so much, man. I'm gonna get out your way because I know, like I said, you got some things to do. And the kids home today for the holiday, for Easter,
Yep, for
for spring break.
spring break. Yep,
Yeah,
they here.
yeah.
They here.
Oh, yeah, man. So yeah, but I thank you again, sis. Man, I
Yeah.
love you, man. You
Love
always
you,
show up,
man.
bro. You always show up.
Yeah.
You and Dan, man. And that's why I say that's what friendships are about, right? It ain't always about being in somebody's face. It's just making sure you somebody, you know what I'm saying? As long as you in their space, as long as the person allow you to be in their space, man, that's an honor enough. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I reach out, or y'all have something going on, man, that y'all doing, you know, shit, we gonna show it the same way. And thank you again. Love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I ain't gonna tell you to have a great day, cause like them cakes, you got to make them motherfuckers.
Yes. Yeah, make it. That's
Yeah.
true.
So
That's
yeah.
true.
So thank you. And like I said, I'll be talking with you. So you have a great day. And holla.
All right. Thanks.
All right, sis. Yep. All right, everybody. Well, like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all again, man, for joining me. The first episode of the Wake and Bake morning motherfucking show with your man Big Up, man. And look, before I go, I'm just gonna do a small recap of what's going on again, so y'all can be prepared. Didn't say I ain't tell y'all what was going on. Like I said, it's gonna be in the mid-60s day in motherfucking Atlanta. Y'all got motherfucking pollen allergies like you myself, get you some clarity because you want to protect yourself, man, because that shit will have you fucked up. Tomorrow it's gonna be in the mid-80s, but it ain't gonna last long because you're in Atlanta. It's gonna rain in the afternoon and all in the night time. And the sports again, we got NC State taking Alabama and UConn playing number 1 against number 4. And tonight, that big matchup, Caitlin Clark against Reese Angel. And once again, people, coming live and direct from the motherfucking Wake and Bake office, man. It's your motherfucking man, Big Up, man. I thank y'all. I love y'all. And I support y'all. And like always, man, that's another one. Peace.